Welcome to another explosive episode of the Dawn Edition, the only channel that brings you the truth behind South Africa's richest, most controversial, and most powerful figures. Today, we take a deep, no-holds-barred dive into the life and empire of a man who has never feared the spotlight, Kenny Kunene. Some call him a businessman. Others call him a showman. But in July 2025, many are now calling him something else entirely, a man dangerously close to the heart of a criminal underworld. Today, we'll explore his journey from a prison cell to political office, his sprawling business empire, his multi-million rand fortune, the luxury that surrounds him, and the shocking, real-time events of July 2025 involving his presence at the home of KT Molefe, the man accused of orchestrating the murder of DJ Sumbody. This story is not just about fame, it's about power, influence, and how one man keeps finding his way back to the top, no matter the cost. Before we dive into the details, make sure you subscribe to the Dawn Edition, the only channel where power is decoded, wealth is tracked, and controversy is confronted head-on. Hit that notification bell because this is a story you won't want to miss. Kenny Kunene was born on October 21, 1970, in Notorious, a dusty mining town in South Africa's Free State province. Like many black South Africans growing up in the apartheid era, life was defined by poverty, inequality, and a seemingly endless uphill battle. His mother was a worker, and Kenny's early years were shaped by scarcity. Food was not always guaranteed. Comfort was a luxury. But within the young Kenny burned something powerful, ambition. In his 20s, he became a high school teacher, passionate about changing lives. But that same ambition led him down a darker path. He started an illegal investment scheme, promising big returns. When the scheme collapsed, Kenny was arrested, convicted of fraud, and sentenced to 6 years behind bars. But jail didn't break him, it made him. Inside prison, Kenny became a student of success. He read obsessively, studied economics and psychology, and planned his future. When he emerged, he wasn't just a free man, he was a man on a mission. The early 2000s saw Kenny reinvent himself. He gave motivational speeches, wrote newspaper columns, and built a new image. But it was the nightlife industry where he truly exploded. Kenny began organizing parties so extravagant, they could only be described as legendary. And none more iconic than the infamous sushi parties, where women, dressed only in gold paint or sometimes completely nude, had platters of sushi placed on their bodies. These parties made him a household name, or rather, an infamous one. He was soon dubbed the Sushi King.
Label of Sushi King, I have stopped eating sushi of naked women. I enjoy sushi on a plate every now and then at the restaurant.
The moral panic was immediate, but so was the media attention. Behind the glitz, Kenny was making money, big money. But unlike many party promoters, Kenny was thinking long-term. He invested his earnings.
Do you still have money? I mean, there were reports that Kenny has been very quiet, he might be broke. Are you broke?
You know, I've been broke since 2011, 2012. Everyone, all my critics have been saying I'm broke. I want to see this brokenness. If I'm broke, then they must be pieces.
Let's hear from you. I mean, you have the opportunity to respond to your critics now here on Morning Live. Are you broke?
No, I'm not.
You're not broke?
No, I'm not.
You're still well off?
I'm wearing Edward Dresler suit. I'm wearing Ferragamo shoes. I'm wearing,
you're wearing 2 watches on your
shirt.
wrist.
I'm wearing 2 serious timepieces. Look, I'm wearing Versace shades. Not that I'm boasting, but that's the reality.
He used the attention to court politicians, business leaders, and celebrities. His connections grew. So did his wealth. But Kenny wasn't just selling alcohol and good times. He was building a network, one that would reach deep into the political and business heart of South Africa. Fast forward to 2025, and Kenny Kunene is estimated to be worth around R480 million. But this wasn't overnight success, it was crafted. Let's break it down. His real estate holdings include a R35 million mansion in Sandhurst, Johannesburg's most exclusive suburb. The mansion features imported marble floors, a rooftop pool, bulletproof windows, and a private nightclub underground. He also owns a Clifton villa in Cape Town worth an estimated R45 million, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean with floor-to-ceiling views and private beach access. In Durban, his penthouse suite doubles as a business venue and private retreat, a cool R25 million value. Between these properties, he's sitting on well over 100 million in real estate assets alone. Then there are the cars. Kenny's garage could rival that of any oil tycoon. Rolls-Royce Ghost are 9 million. Maybach S680 are 5.5 million. Bentley Continental GT are 5 million. Lamborghini Urus are 5.3 million. Brabus G-Wagon, armored SUVs, and rare collector vehicles combined worth over 35 million. Add to that a collection of watches, Patek Philippe, Richard Mille, Rolex Daytona Rainbow, and Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. Over 15 million in high. But perhaps what's most impressive is his silent stakeholdings. Kenny is known to be part of joint ventures in logistics, security, mining consulting, and government event contracts. These bring in passive income and political connections that money alone can't buy. On the 23rd of July 2025, the SAP's political killings task team raided a luxury property in Sentan to arrest KT Molefe, the man now accused of orchestrating the assassination of beloved South African DJ and businessman, DJ Sumbody. To everyone's shock, standing outside that home, at the very moment of the raid, was none other than Kenny Kunene. Kenny claims he had brought a young journalist from his media company to interview Mr. Molefe. The story he tells is simple: I was in the driveway. I never entered. I was doing my job. But the public isn't buying it that easily. Multiple reports now confirm that Kenny did not have Molefe's contact number, but somehow had a scheduled meeting. Police sources say he appeared calm during the raid, and one officer even apologized to him, acknowledging he was not the target. Still, the timing was suspicious. What kind of journalist was interviewing a wanted murder suspect? Why was Kenny, a powerful political figure, bringing that journalist personally? The Hawks are not ignoring the optics, and neither is the public.
Relationship to Mr. Molefe whatsoever?
Yes, we have no relationship.
You never met him before you saw him being arrested?
No, I met him
in his
before.
driveway. Where had you met him?
I saw him where I met him. One of the person that arranged for the interview, when he hosted his mother's birthday at his place, I went because I know this person, and Mr. Molefe was there. They know each other.
You spoke?
Mr. Molefe was there. No, I didn't speak to Mr. Molefe because I went with my own people, and everybody would then have a corner. But I saw him there. So but I have not had conversations with Mr. Molefe.
Okay.
That is why when the police asked me, do you have his number? I said, no, I don't have Mr. Molefe's number. In fact, here is my phone, punch his number and see if I have it. They said, no, we believe you. Then they said, but how did you get here? I said, that person there, because he was there also, the person that facilitated.
So you have a link to Mr. Molefe, though? You have a
that
person who can contact him for you?
No. The way you are putting it is is continuously contact. The person there sent me the address. They said, let's see. Okay. I showed the police that this is the person that sent me the address, which means, and the police accepted that, because if I had a relationship with Mr. Molefe, he would have sent me the address. Yeah. If I had been there before, I wouldn't need an address. So getting the address shows that I have never been there before. I have no relationship with Mr. Molefe. I don't have his cell number. And
almost immediately, the Democratic Alliance, DA, called for Kunene to resign, claiming that his continued presence in political office would damage the integrity of the city. The Patriotic Alliance, his party, stood behind him, but not blindly. Party leader Gayton McKenzie issued a public statement defending Kenny but suspended him for 1 month pending an internal review. He insisted that Kenny's version of events was consistent with a man who had nothing to hide, but also made it clear this was a serious situation. The media has exploded. Talk radio lines are jammed. News 24, IOL, and Cape Times all ran front-page stories asking, was Kenny there by chance? Or was this meeting something far more calculated? As one columnist wrote, Kenny Kunene has never been shy of controversy. But this time, it's not about sushi. It's about murder. Whether Kenny is guilty of any crime is not the question, yet. What matters now is perception. In politics and public life, perception can be more deadly than proof. Kenny still appears publicly, defiant, suited up, smiling. But behind that smile may be stress even he can't bluff away. Investigators are combing through records. Social media detectives are digging through old photos and connections. Can Kenny survive the scandal? Or will the empire he built fall under the weight of suspicion? This is the Dawn Edition, your go-to source for the real stories behind the headlines. From township struggles to multimillionaire, Kenny Kunene's journey has always been anything but ordinary. But July 2025 may be the turning point. Subscribe to the Dawn Edition now and follow us as this story develops in real time. Comment below. Was Kenny Kunene just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Is this a setup or is something darker happening behind closed doors? Should he return to politics or step down permanently? And before you go, make sure to also watch our full expose on Gayton McKenzie's billionaire net worth. When you piece both stories together, you'll see how these two ex-convicts built the Patriotic Alliance and why some now call it a political mafia. South Africa is increasingly run by men with criminal records, prison past, and powerful networks. From Gayton to Kenny, and even figures like Carl Niehaus and others, the rise of ex-convict elites in our political and business landscape is no longer hidden. Please note, all claims and allegations made in this video are based on public news reports, commentary, and sources. The Dawn Edition presents this information for documentary and educational purposes only. We make no personal accusations. Until next time, stay informed, stay woke, and stay legendary. This is the Dawn Edition.